Kush, good morning. Good morning. How you doing, bro? Good morning. Tila, good morning. Good morning. We got that win. You darn right we did. Friday, Victory Friday. Roy T, what up, bro? Money Mike, good morning. Tila, once again, it's always a pleasure to have you here. I be saying, what up, what up? Victory morning. You know what it is. Victory Fridays, whatever you want to call it, we won. We going to break down everything too while we're doing this. And you already know what it is. If you don't know and you're coming in here new, my name's Nitro. You're watching the Wunderkind show. I'm coming live from BIMBO Bakery as we pick up the bread for Trinity Community's bread box for the community. So we do our part. Let's get it. Listen, last night, all of the Lamar haters need to sit down. Cleopatra Jones, how you doing? God bless. Brando Israel, what's up? What's up? Let me tell you something. It is gorgeous out here in Florida right now. Absolutely gorgeous. It's about 57 degrees outside. Slight wind. Um, it's just beautiful out here. Just beautiful. When you come to Florida and get weather like this, there's no complaining. You just smile like that. But yeah, we definitely got the win. So happy we got the win the way we did. Um, we know that we have a lot more things we got to fix, but make no mistake about it. The Ravens last night put the whole entire league on notice. As much as we know we have a lot of stuff that we got to clean up, as much as we know there's a lot of stuff that we got to do and players that we still got to get, the Ravens put the entire league on notice last night. Lamar Jackson, you could tell, was not 100%. You could tell. Undoubtedly, he's not 100%. And this man still threw for 4 touchdowns. Super efficient, 140 passer rating, still eluded the pass rush, still made plays down the field. The pass game looked totally different than it did from all of the other games. Mind you, quick stat. In the last couple games that we played, right? The last couple games we played, the Baltimore Ravens have had one passing touchdown in 3 games. They had 4 last night. 4. So if you're ever wondering, what does he do? The team's a whole different team with him. And with Patrick Ricard back, you saw the difference in the run game. You saw the difference in that run game. So this is like, yeah, a late season run or a late season push. No one wants to really, and I know some people are gonna be like, "Oh, we're not scared." Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Because here's why they're scared. The Ravens came out injured, got injured more, but now they're getting healed up. All of these other teams are slowly starting to accumulate injuries. All of them. You're seeing Ed Oliver on the Bills, Chiefs are getting a little more healthy, so you got to worry about them. But what's their name? One of their defenders, one of their corners went down. You're having guys for these teams going down left and right. The big, massive injuries we had at the beginning of the season, teams are going to start having them later on in the season or at the ending of the season, while we're going in healthy for the most part. As you know, Matt BK is out for the year, so is Ardarius. So, but that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, bro, if we're coming in and guys are actually playing out they're supposed to, the then we're going to be a problem. The only thing I'm worried about is if we'll make the change in the offensive line that has to be made. I'll keep beating that dead horse because it needs to be done and it needs to be said. Emory Jones needs to step in for Voorhees immediately. Voorhees, as much as Falala is horrible, Voorhees is our worst guard. Emory Jones needs to step in for Voorhees, trade for Zeitler, and have him step in for Falele. If we're guys, we got 20 something people in here. Please smash that like button. Please remember to like, subscribe, that notification bell also. But if we can get Zeitler, it's over. Now, even last night I was on Twitter, we were talking about that. The owner of the Titans hates us, so they don't do trades with us. But Zeitler is such a minuscule piece in their grand scheme of things. They might just let that go. So we don't know yet. Hopefully, we get him. I didn't want him to go in the first place. And the funny thing is, when that went down, I specifically said, I hope they got somebody in the wings, because if not, we're going to have problems. We're going to have problems. And look at that problem. So last night definitely was great. Derrick Henry over 100 yards. He got 119 yards on 19 carries, 6.3 yards a pop. No touchdowns for him, though, but still, he was toting that thing. I know Patrick Ricard, even though he got put on his butt twice, he had some massive blocks in that game. Massive blocks, especially in the second and third level. So, yeah, Patrick Ricard, you see why he's imperative to the offensive and the offensive pass and run blocking schemes. Lamar, he looked shaky at the beginning, the first pass. It was underthrown to Bateman. You saw it went a little low, out route, or you could say a curl, left hash. It was short. He looked like that pissed him off, and after that, he was good for the rest of the game. So Lamar looks just fine, just fine. And just to let y'all know, the Patriots were doing foolishness last night also. Morning, Mugs. How you doing? Zico Kage. What up, what up, what up? We're here. So that's what I'm trying to say, man. I'm just happy, man. Today we got what we needed. Definitely handled business. Man, it's always nice when you handle business because you can enjoy the next morning. But now they got to handle business every week. Every week is a playoff game for us now. Every single week. Rochelle Felix, thank you for that. I don't celebrate Halloween, but thank you for saying Happy Halloween, though. God bless. Thank you. Dwayne's, good morning, good morning. We're going to see how it works out, though. I'm intrigued to see how certain things of this team works out. Because if we make a trade, because mind you, the big name that we had gotten over the offseason has yet to play. He's been injured. Jair has been injured heavily. He hasn't been he has barely been practicing. He's been limited at practice, been out for multiple games. That was supposed to be the big offseason signing. So I'm actually can't wait to see how we, you know what I'm saying, if we can make another move. Because one thing I'll say with EDC, and you have bad, but you have some good. He usually likes to make one move in free agency when they think that we can make a run. You remember Marcus Peters, you remember Roquan. He's made some big splash moves. Marcus Williams, like he's made some splash moves. I would love to see a splash move on the defense, like a defensive tackle, pass rusher, or we get an offensive lineman. Ooh, I'll be very happy. I'm real about that. I'm hard on EDC because I get mad that the offensive line is yet to be rectified after all of these seasons. That's where me and him butt heads. He needs, like, this is, we can make a run. Everybody knows we can make a run. It's time for us to make a run. We definitely need to make a move. Definitely. Didn't Jair Daddy say he was ready? That man is not ready, T. He is not. You even saw in some of the games where he's not even moving normal. He's not even moving normal. Like, he looks like he lost 30% of his speed, foot speed. And when you lose that speed, you lose confidence. Cornerbacks have to operate from the mindset of total, unadulterated confidence, unshakable confidence in themselves. Because unlike other positions where it's like, oh, if I'm doing bad, my teammates will uplift me. No, with corners, you're one-on-one a lot of times on an island. You know what I'm saying? You can get cooked all day. So that's why you get a lot of the attitude and ego from those guys, because that's the nature of the business. You feel me? A whole bunch of one-on-one. Same thing with receivers. That's why usually they're the divas or the big talkers of the team, because they're not so much uplifted. They got to be able to handle their own, because they're on islands a lot of times or at least the best ones are on islands by themselves. So if you can't back it up, why are you talking? Because you're gonna get cooked all game. You feel me? I am very interested to see what moves we make moving forward. Very interested to see that. Jair been injury prone his whole career. Packers finesse. Yo, he's definitely not. We were is the word. He got bamboozled. Oh my God, y'all crazy. She said, man, we got bamboozled. Hey, look, if he gets healthy by the end of the season and steps in and makes contributions for a Super Bowl, it would have been worth it. Because at the end of the day, he's needed, but right now we have other guys, Shijobi Woozy, Marlon, Wiggins. We got guys that can step up. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he comes in, starts making big play at the end of the season to the playoffs, maybe hopefully to a Super Bowl, then it was worth it. You feel me? Right now, we're not getting a return on anything because he hasn't been playing. But that's what the Ravens right now are banking on, him being able to return and contribute. Because once he contributes, if he can contribute and let's say he can start lining up with the best receiver, second best receiver, and shut them down, like legit shut them down or cause turnovers. And you got Wiggins taking the one also or one or two, him and Wiggins just straight becoming a wreckage in the backfield. Then now you're looking at it like, wow, it was worth it. Even if it was for a 1 year rental, it was worth it. So that's what I believe the Ravens are banking on right now. They're banking on him being able to play later. So we'll see what happens. I mean, keep praying. Never would have made it without you. Jair only costs a fifth, I believe. Yeah. And they throw away fifths like nothing. Like nothing. How many times have I heard Ravens fans tell me, oh, that player was a fifth round pick? Who cares? When it's time to defend EDC's bad pick, the thing was a fifth round pick. What did y'all expect? I'd be like, bro, y'all wilding. Wilding. How did I pick this up? Bam. Yeah. Gotta get these up on here. Keep that right there. We're gonna put these ones that are a little tore up. Get that out of here. All right, we going in, guys. Let me show y'all what's up. So it's a lot of stuff. The last couple of weeks have been kind of dry. The last week wasn't, but this is by far the most they've had in like a month. I'm gonna show y'all what I mean. Check this out. Look at all that. For anybody that's wondering, like, look at this. Look at all that. Look at all that. So yeah, a lot of people's gonna get helped. And we have a crap ton of fifth rounds right now. We might lose one of them because of their foolishness they did. But yeah, we do have a lot of fifth round picks. That has always been my problem. We're operating with a crap load of draft picks, and half the draft picks can't even make the team. That it makes no sense that you're like, oh, we don't want to get rid of these draft picks, but you know that half of them will not make the team. So you're just keeping them to keep them then. That's what happened last year. Like, we have draft picks that we don't even keeping. Oh yeah, Marlo still got it. He has tough patches, but still comes through. Marlo is a savvy veteran. That's what he is. He is a savvy veteran through and through. I know he has a big love of glizzies in his unadulterated mind to be annoying, but when it's time to make plays, he can make plays. Because one thing he's good at doing is being physical. That's why I keep trying to say Marlo's best ability is to be physical with the guys and try to beat them up and then try to punch out the ball and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Use him like that. We're going to use him as a zone and make him have to recover and then dive. It's like, bro, that's when he starts to make mistakes. Good morning, Flex Zone. What up, what up? Hey, Flex was at the game yesterday, and shout out to him for getting pictures with Coach. You already know. Coach is a guy for the team. Shout out to you, bro. He can have all the business he wants if he plays. Yo, what is bro? Tila, y'all be wilding in here, bro. Like, oh my gosh. He can have all the glitches he wants if he plays like that. Like, bro, wilding. Yo. He was like, Marlo, I'll buy you the glizzies if you play like that. Listen, the biggest thing from yesterday wasn't even Lamar throwing 4 touchdowns. That wasn't the biggest thing. The big even with Derrick Henry rushing for over 100 and something yards, the I thought we were going to rush for around almost 200 yards yesterday. We fell short. The biggest thing yesterday was the 3 turnovers the defense caused. 2 fumbles and an interception. And it could have been 2 interceptions. And Mike Green had a sack. We had what? 3 sacks yesterday, 3 or 4 sacks last night. 3 or 4 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, interception. That's a defensive masterpiece. Real talk, and they never scored a touchdown on top of it. Like and mind you, I know some of it was Miami because I always speak in context of Miami being Miami and Tua just doing foolishness. But some of those were caused because of pressure. We started to get pressure, which Tua threw, like there was a couple plays where we were in the backfield almost immediately, and Tua said nope and threw it right into the dirt. He's like, nah, I ain't taking no chances. They're trying to hit me. They're trying to hit me. And that man said, nope. On a 4th down play, he threw it into the dirt. I think it was crazy. And his coach was looking at him like, bro, Mike McDaniel, kid, was dialing up crazy good plays last night. There were plays where the receivers were running wide open and Tua could not get him the ball. Because the shifting, the motions, that Shanahan offense is crazy when you start to really get creative with it. And you could see that we were having trouble with it at times because they were moving the ball just fine in the first half. They're moving. It was just that they couldn't capitalize. Once we got to the end zone, we started clamping down to the red zone, stuff like that. And then they missed the field goal on top of it. So, I mean, yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's one of those things where Miami was Miami, but the Ravens defense forcing those 3 turnovers, that's the reason why Tila is saying he can have all the glizzies he wants. I saw in Raven last night, didn't get to see Coach. Hey, did you take pictures? Did you take pictures? I hope you took a picture. If that O-line was better, we'd be unstoppable in the run game. Think about what our run game does with that crappy O-line. Could you imagine what they would do if they could actually, like, block? Come on now, it'd be ridiculous. It'd be over. That's why I'm saying Emory Jones taking over for Voorhees should happen immediately, and then go and get Zeitler for him to take over for Falele. Because as much as Falele is annoying, he's not our worst guard. Voorhees is actually worse than he is. It's just that Falele has more head scratching, like what the heck plays than Voorhees does. But Voorhees is terrible. Absolutely. Both of our guards are terrible. Terrible. Yo. Look at these guys, man. They got these. And especially with Snap being off. That's another thing, guys, with Snap being turned off. A lot of people that are on, Snap benefits, WIC, all those things, they're going to be coming to the church for pantry so they can get that stuff. Matter of fact, the church just got 25 boxes of baby food from Midwest. Remember the other day I told you I was at Midwest? We got 25 boxes of baby food. So for the mothers that might not have or get the benefits that are needed, the families that might need them, you know what I'm saying? We have that. But I tell you a lot of times, it's really a blessing to be able to do this. It really is. And it makes it even so much better today that the weather's gorgeous. If y'all not in Florida right now, Florida, I'm in Northport right now. The temperature is about 57 degrees outside with a slight wind. As you can see, the shirt is moving just a little. You see that? You see it moving? Slight wind, absolutely gorgeous outside. Man, this is what you live for to be in Florida. Beautiful. We need Marlo. Oh, my bad. I gotta go back down. Kohler has a better skill set than Mark. This is why I said that Mark needs to go. There's nothing that Mark is doing that Kohler can't do, and Isaiah Likely's better than both of them. Why is he still on the team when you know he has trade value? The man just had back like 2 touchdowns. Like for the year, what is he at? 3 or 4? Like, come on now, man. Like stop. Like trade him for Zeitler. I would happily take that. Now Cam Ward gets a at least during the regular season a good tight end with big name cachet that defenses will respect. You feel me? Weapon for your quarterback, protection for my quarterback. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. A win is a win. Kolar and I likely step up with good money. We are good money. That's where my mindset is right now with all that stuff. Real talk. Might be Lamar's call to keep Mark Mod. That's a very good point. It could be, Lamar likes Mark. Because once again, he's very used to Mark. He's very used to him. He don't view Mark how we view Mark. He don't. Like Mark was the guy, remember, that was on the bench with him. Remember, Mark wasn't starting. Mark came up with him and became his most reliable target, which is crazy, but true. Because remember, it was what's his name? Started with an H. The other tight end that was drafted before Lamar, forgot it. Hayden Hurst. He was the guy who was starting. He went down, and then Mark steps up. Joe Flacco goes down. Lamar steps up. It's all ancient history. So there's a lot like that he trusts in, and Lamar is one of those guys that if he trusts you, he trusts you. So that's what we got to live with. I mean, listen, they got rid of Hollywood, so that's what I'm saying. Hollywood was his boy. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if they can get rid of Hollywood, they could probably get rid of Mark. Especially with Isaiah Likely on the squad and he back. And Kolar doing what he's doing. Come on now, bro. If it's to give protection for Lamar, I think Lamar will be okay with it. But Lamar likes Mark. He does. That's his guy. See, Alexander Goodling, that's what I was trying to tell you, bro. It wasn't that lie was from before. It's YouTube. I keep trying to tell y'all, YouTube be messing up. It's not me. Hey, the underworld, what up, what up, what up? Hollywood wanted to go. True. And I'll give this too. The Ravens finessed that trade. That's one of the greatest trades in Ravens history. To get a first round pick for Hollywood Brown, it was absolutely crazy. And they somehow pulled it off. They somehow pulled that off, which to me still is like, wow. How do you finesse a team for a first round pick for Hollywood Brown? That is crazy. But it goes to show you what their asking price be for some of these players. Real talk. Some of their asking price would be atrocious. Hollywood went for a first. A first. Think about what Devontae Adams and them went for. Hey, 5th and 4th round picks. They got a first for Hollywood Brown, bro. So that's what I be trying to tell you. The Ravens be trying to finesse people, and when they refuse to get finessed, they get mad and be like, well, we're not going to do the trade. They want to be able, that's my problem with them too. It's like, you don't have to finesse every time to get good players. It could benefit both teams. The Ravens want to know that they got over on you. It's like a mental thing. Like, we want to know that we screwed you over. You know what I'm saying? And I don't be liking that. Like, protect Lamar. 3-5, salute, bro, salute. You already know what it is. We got the dub, and now it's time for us to keep this thing going, man. Time to keep it going. Y'all know I'm loving it too. Cause a lot of people, I try to tell y'all, I say there's no quitting me. A lot of people wanted to do away with the season, and I understood why. But I said no. We're not just gonna tank the season. Why? Anything can happen. Anything can happen. We were just talking about that, Garrison. Like, if we make the playoffs, because nothing's a sure thing. If we make the playoffs and make noise this year, what would y'all say if this is the year we actually made the Super Bowl? Man, like, come on now, bro. This year we made the Super Bowl, like, people would lose their minds. Lose their minds. Now Baltimore looking better all of a sudden. Oh, it was some stuff to do with Miami, but yeah, they did look way better last night. The defense did get 3 turnovers, and I don't care what anybody says; those were forced turnovers. Forced. That's the difference between getting one or two of one little thing. No, those the defensive stuff last night were forced sacks, forced interceptions, forced fumbles. Like I loved it, and then you started to see um, what's his name, Zach Orr, dialing up the blitz, getting guys, manufacturing pressure. Like I like that. I was like, yeah, I like seeing that. He needs to do more of that. This let's sit in zone and let them pick us apart crap is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Very happy that last night we saw that. It was a whole different feel, felt different. Guys came to play. Guys really came to play last night, and we got the dub. Garrison was dating that Etsy witch. What? Facts. Lamar still hasn't played with the number one, true number one. Facts. Like Bateman, bro. Like another thing too. Like y'all know I'm happy Bateman got paid and everything else, but it's like, bro, DeAndre Hopkins is outplayed him. Why are DeAndre Hopkins not getting more snaps? That's another question I want to ask people. DeAndre Hopkins is undoubtedly outplayed Rashad Bateman. Why is he not getting more of the snaps? Why? Is it because you paid him? Like, play the best player. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand that stuff. Like, you be having dudes getting outplayed and get mad and say, nah, we're going to stick with them. It's like, come on now, bro. Like, DeAndre Hopkins has shown that he's our best outside receiver. I can make an argument that Tez Walker has outplayed Bateman this season. So, what else? What more do you want? Like, what more do you want? Like, why am I continually want to play a guy who can't, who was iffy on separation and doesn't fight through? He doesn't fight through contact. If he gets a little bit of contact, the man stops running. Like that jump is crazy to me, bro. Crazy. And that's literally what he does. When there's a little bit of adversity for Bateman, he looks like a total different wide receiver. And I don't want to hear nothing about anybody say, yo, he can get better. Bro, he's like in year 6 or year 4, whatever else it is. Which is crazy. He's like in year 4 already. Like year 4 or 5. Like, yeah, bro. Like he needs to do better. Yeah. Give Tez Bateman's targets. I would say split the targets between him and Diop. Diop has been our best outside receiver. Easily. It's not even like something that you can argue. And Zay Flowers is looking like he might not hit 1,000 yards this year. Isaiah Likely to me is underused too. Isaiah Likely shown that if he's in the slot doing what he's doing, playing, nobody can stop him. The first player has trouble taking him down. He never goes down on the first tackle. It's like, and we barely play him. He's splitting. He should have the bulk. Then it should be Kolar taking the rest. That's what I'm saying. Like, I get having 3 tight ends is good, But you don't need 3-star tight ends. You don't. You don't. Let's just keep it a buck. You don't. You don't. Zingo Kagi, that he barely gets used is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. After a while, I'll be looking at them like, bro, y'all be out here wilding. Why? Sir, I'm done. You have a great day. Thank you so much again. Have a great day and be safe, sir. And make sure that you enjoy it. You good, man. Enjoy this weather. Beautiful out here. Hey, listen, when it's like this, 57 with a slight breeze, come on now. With that sun too, I can go walking all day. I'm literally walking on sunshine. Yo, likely Ben needed more targets. Ben. Hey, Mr. Mike, I'm gone, man. You too. You too, man. Stay safe and enjoy this weather. I just told him the same thing. Enjoy this weather. Telling you. God bless, guys. Bro, we need more of a couple things, but we're going to get to see what happens moving forward. I know that our team could do more. Hopefully we do. Guys, you already know what it is. But like I said before, if this team can make the necessary changes, it's over. I don't see how any of them stop us. I don't. I really don't. I really don't see how any of them stop us. But guys, thank y'all so much. I'm actually leaving. The only reason I'm not going to stay on is because these cops have been pulling people over. It's the ending of the month. If you don't know how that works, in Florida, at the end of the month, they try to give you tickets for everything. If they see you talking, even if you're watching the road or whatever it is, they'll pull you over. Like, they get like that. So I want y'all to have a blessed day. Enjoy today. It's Victory Friday. I will have 2 videos out later and a couple shorts that you should already be seeing. And guys, like I said, thank you for the support. Please remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, smash that like button, and hit when you see the videos, hit the hype button, HYPE. It helps the videos go viral. It really does. You get 3 of them a week. Use them all up, please. All right, guys. That's the episode of the Wunderkind Morning Show, guys. As you see, I'm leaving out, and God bless, guys. Peace. I'm never ducking 12. Oh, yeah, bro. 6, 7. Yo, they be tripping out here. I can't be paying no $200 fine and then got to go fight it in court. I don't got time for that. I got to make this content. You feel me?